Good morning, gamers. It is a beautiful day to game. It was a beautiful night to game last night. Last night we had a new table form with some newer players, some older players getting together, and they started exploring the Hollow World. There are about 3 players at that table, so before we got too full, we could probably add 3 or 4 more. So if you are looking to game on Friday nights, there are links in the doodly-doo down below. So let's get on with today then. We are looking at the Beastmaster character class, which is added in Carcass Crawler number 3. Links to Carcass Crawler number 3 in the doodly-doo below. Carcass Crawler number 3 is the official zine of Old School Essentials. I am very, very impressed with the Beastmaster class because it is not Toast Stompy. So Toast Stompy character classes, those are classes that make other classes obsolete and stupid. Because they stomp their toes, they steal their thunder, they steal their spotlight. So in a world, if a particular gaming universe was real, and all of a sudden you introduce this new set of skills, this new set of abilities that people could learn or be trained in or something like that, and it just really makes the old one obsolete. Over the years of our favorite game, especially in recent years with the company that currently owns the intellectual property, the original brand name of our favorite game, there have been a lot of toe stompy things come out. And so if this new version of a fighter exists, then why would anybody ever be the old version of a fighter ever again? Like, why would they wouldn't, stuff like that. So I was afraid the Beastmaster was going to toe stomp the Ranger. They do not. The Ranger has 8-sided hit dice. The Beastmaster has 6-sided hit dice. The Ranger has the attack progression of a fighter, but the Beastmaster has an attack progression like a cleric or a thief. So while a Beastmaster can certainly defend themselves in combat, they are not, as say Arnold Schwarzenegger might put it, a little girly man mage. Beastmaster's not a mage at all, actually. They can wear up to chainmail like a ranger can and fight with pretty much any weapon. So that's kind of combat. What about the Beastmaster stuff? That's what they're called after all. So a Beastmaster can acquire animal followers, up to 1 hit dice worth of animal followers per level that they have in Beastmaster. So a first level Beastmaster could have, like a one hit die creature, or maybe 2 half a hit die creatures or something. By the time you get to 4th level Beastmaster, you could have like 4 1-hit die ferrets, or you could have 2 2-hit die wolves or attack dogs, or maybe you could have 1 4-hit die dire wolf or something, because 1 hit, anything adds up to 4 hit dice if you're 4th level. So by the time you're like a 10th level Beastmaster, you could have some mixture of 10 hit dice worth of creatures. Now, if you come upon a new creature that is really cool and you really want to add that creature to your entourage, you're going to have to let something go. So if you're full up, I mean, if you're not full up, that's cool. But if you meet some new 3-hit die creature that you really, really like and you're 10th level and you've only got 7 hit dice worth of creatures in your entourage, then just, add that new 3-hit die one, you'll be fine. You'll be 10 for 10. But let's say that you were full up. Let's say you're a 10th level Beastmaster. You already had 10 hit dice worth of creatures. You meet a new one you really, really want. Going to have to let something go. So I think that that's a pretty fair and balanced way to handle it for the Beastmaster. As written, it says that the Beastmasters can have, either wild or domestic animals, meaning, animals from real life, but giant animals, dire animals, creatures that have magical abilities, that is left to the discretion of the GM. So if Beastmasters become a very popular thing in LOFT, the large online fantasy tabletop, and then I'll have to contact the other GMs. I'll have to have meetings to come up with some guidelines as to, what is and isn't allowed if Beastmasters decide that they want to try to, have Pegasi or unicorns or whatever may be. This is my pet chimera, So, in terms of monstrous things that aren't exactly animals, we might have to work that, but definitely animals for sure. Animals is what it was originally written and meant and intended for. So, Beastmaster looks pretty cool. Definitely might want to try that out. If you want to play with us, we are open just about every night on Discord. Links in the doobly-doo below. I've got hours in my time zone. I'm in the mighty city of St. Louis, Central Time Zone, from 6 p.m. to midnight, and I'm available for gaming. There was a couple guys came by the other night, said, "Hey, John, we've got a whole bunch of things from our regular table that we'd like to in our bag of holding, we'd like to sell to NPCs and stuff. And there's some NPCs we'd like to ask some questions and stuff about the world, but we don't want to bog down, the regular table time that our group generally gets together. We've got like 30, 40 minutes worth of just downtime stuff we'd like to do, but, we don't want to make the rest of the party sit through that and wait during a normal game time." And so they just popped on Discord and said, "Hey, John, could you handle that for us now?" We had a ball. They didn't actually, adventure necessarily, but they went around Galantry City and just took care of like the errands that you'd take care of, I guess, if you were a D&D adventurer. And it was fun trying to get the best price on weird things and, asking NPCs strange questions about the world to kind of figure out how things are working in the campaign world and goals that they might want to have, or the best ways to pursue their goals in their lives for their characters. It was fun. So tomorrow we will move on to the Dragonborn, also in Carcass Crawler number 3. So in the meantime, I will see you around the gaming table.